Sorry guys, mic cut off on me. But yeah, I don't know what this guy was really talking about with a video before every quest. I'm not sure what he means by that. I definitely don't get that in Warframe. Maybe he's talking about like the little videos that pop up of people talking to you, maybe like those little things. But that's not a cutscene. I'm sorry, no. That's just somebody on a little tab talking to you. I do know that there's a video before the second dream quest, or there's cutscenes in that. I still have to check out second dream, like I said. Like, I haven't gotten a chance to see that one yet. Because freaking I have to wait an extra month because I'm on PlayStation. So we get our stuff like a month later than PC does. But yeah, like, as for a cutscene after everything, I really haven't seen that in Warframe. Hopefully he's not talking about those little tabs with people talking. Like, hopefully that's not what he means, because that's a freaking joke. But anyway, then he goes on to say, also, how can you review a game that you haven't played enough? Please post a picture side by side of how many hours of game time between both games. I bet you won't. First, let me just say this. I'm not a fraud, alright? I do not fraud on YouTube. I don't lie. I've never lied to my subscribers, alright? Never. And I never will. That's just not me, alright? Like, if I'm jumping on that train, I'll put it out there for you guys. Don't worry if I'm jumping on that kind of garbage. But I never will, because I'm not a fraud, alright? Like, you don't even have to worry about anything like that. I've put time into Warframe and Destiny on both games, alright? Plenty of time. Like, at least, definitely more than the average person, I would say. Like, because I've been playing those games for 3 years, and I've grinded a lot in both of those games. I can't give you an exact hour count. I would like to say somewhere near 100 hours, but I don't really know. Like, it's somewhere in the area of that for both games, I would like to say. But like, I will check up on that. I will see, go in there, and I actually don't know where you go in the menus to see time played, but I'll check it. I'll take the screenshots and I'll post a video of that if that's what you guys need to believe me on that. But I've definitely been playing Warframe and Destiny for 3 years now, for a decent amount of time. Please realize, when I say 3 years, I'm not saying a full 3 years. Like, I started playing Warframe late 2013, which technically means more like 2 years and a couple of months. So yeah, like, because I didn't start playing Warframe until the PlayStation came out. So really 2 years and 2 months, really, when you think about it. But I just say 3 years because 2016, or close to the end of 2016, getting ready to go in 2017. So technically it really is just about 3 years right now. Technically, if you want to get technical with it, that is about 3 years I've been playing it. So yeah, don't worry about that. Like, I've played the games. You don't even have to, like, don't even go there, because God, I've never frauded. Alright, I know people do that on YouTube sometimes. I'm not one of those people. Never have been, never will be. And moving on, he actually does say, I know you like Warframe, which is weird. So this either means that guy was trolling me, or he was just being a jerk of some type. I really don't know. Like, I really don't know. He probably realized I roast people. No, I'm tripping. But yeah, I told him to keep an eye out for a follow-up video. So hopefully he did come back to see this video. And this is probably gonna be a 2-part thing, just because the whole thing going on with sharing stuff from PlayStation right now. I made a video about that too recently. But anyway, moving on to one of the next comments. Alright. Dude, Destiny does not have more variety than Warframe. Laugh out loud. 42 character set, 4 abilities each, 250 plus weapons, full customization, everything, companions, sentinels, and more. More plants. Wait, what? More plants and simple, but put more to do. What does he mean, more plants? I really don't know what he means by more plants. That's weird. But yeah, like, but anyway, I said everything this guy just said in the video. This is what I'm talking about. Like, some people, like, I can tell that some people didn't watch the full video, or during the video, they just had their fanboys ears on. Oh, what? You're not praising my favorite game? You're not bowing down and freaking telling it you love it and all of this, all this garbage? Oh no, I'm going to so write up something for you. like I could tell that's what happened with some of these people, because I said everything that guy just said in the video. I said Warframe has more variety, more characters. I went over all of that. The melee weapons, the characters, everything. I went over that, which is crazy. Then last but not least, you have some guy who recently, this was a recent comment, he said, I think Warframe is better. That's okay. That's your opinion. I won't disagree with that. That's your opinion, not mine. We all have different opinions. You don't have to tell us you like Destiny better, but you just told us you like Warframe better. You didn't have to tell us that. You were sucking Destiny's dick the whole game. Wow. Wow. I wish I had a face cam right now so you guys could have saw my face when I first read that part. Like, oh man, alright. So now, I don't really even have to go over that last part. Anyone who's been on this channel knows how stupid that guy sounds. I'm sorry, but you sound stupid to me. If you've been on this channel for a while and you've seen my past videos about Destiny and me going over all the stuff Destiny does wrong and all the stuff Bungie and Activision are doing to kind of milk the game for money and stuff, you know that this guy has no grounds to speak on. Like, this is a dude that came here from one of my videos and is watching just one of my videos and getting pissed because he's a Warframe fanboy. Alright? And listen, I don't care if this video pisses some people off. I really don't. If you're pissed off, oh well. Just oh well. But, yeah, that's pretty much all the comments. Now, I am going to go over and just give you guys my final thoughts on Warframe and Destiny. Now, let me just say this. I know some of you were looking at the title and you were like, Warframe is overrated? What do you mean? Now, let me say this. I don't think Warframe is, in general, overrated. But I do think Warframe is overrated when it comes to the fanboys. Like, and when I say the fanboys, I'm talking about the people who play Warframe every day or pretty much mostly every day. I'm sorry, but I can tell you people just don't care. Like, Warframe's the best game of all time in your eyes. I'm sorry. I've played better games than Warframe. I'm just going to say that. Like, Warframe is an amazing game. If I had to review it, which is kind of hard to review Warframe because it changes every month, but if I had to give it a review in its current state, I would give Warframe a pretty high score. Like, I would give it like an 8 or a 9 or somewhere in between there maybe. Like, but Warframe is not a freaking masterpiece or anything like that. Like, but it's not trash. It's not anywhere near being trash or garbage either. Like, it's just a really great game. Like, so yeah, I think that's what happened there. I think we just had a lot of fanboys come in and get angry. Like, And please realize, I know some of you guys are like, that wasn't that many comments. First, I didn't read all of the comments and stuff. And two, this is still a small channel. Like, so that was a decent amount of comments for the size of this channel. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. But anyway, I think Warframe is an awesome game. Don't get me wrong. I'm still playing it. I'm going to continue to still play it and stuff. But at the same time, like, I like Destiny too. And don't get me wrong, Destiny has a ton of problems. Don't get me wrong on that. It has a ton. More than Warframe. But I wouldn't say those are in-game problems. I would say those are problems more with the developers and the and what you call it? Freak, I forgot the word for it. But Activision and Bungie. I would say it's more of an Activision and Bungie problem with some of the outrageous stuff with paying for all the DLC and not having more content and stuff, because it's obvious that the game's being milked for money. But I've said plenty of times, Destiny has a lot of potential, more than most games, but it's just not being used. It's pretty much in the garbage can, most of the potential for that game. But it's still a decent game as it stands. And just like, I'm gonna be making a Destiny video soon. For those of you who don't believe me about Destiny, keep an eye out for that video. And go back and watch my other Destiny videos if you don't believe that. I'm not a Destiny fanboy or anything like that. And the weird thing is, people are calling me Destiny fanboy, and the game's tied in this little setup I had. They tied. That just shows me you're a Warframe fanboy, because you feel like my opinion should have been that your favorite game, or the game you like better, should have been my favorite out of the two, which is, like I said, that's fanboy territory. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with saying, well, I think this game was better, and you be like, why would you say Destiny is better or whatever? That's okay. Like, if I could, like, I'm sure some of you could compare The Witcher 3 with other games and be like, why do, and you tell me why you think this other game's better than that, I would have to agree with your opinion. Well, I mean, I wouldn't have to agree with it for me, but I would have to be like, well, if that's what you like better, then that's you. That's good. That I can't argue that. But anyway, I'm going to end this. This has been way too long, but I just need to explain this and get this out there. This, like I said before, this is going to be a two-part thing. But yeah, Warframe's not overrated. Destiny isn't underrated or overrated either, really. Like, Destiny isn't overrated. It's just like false advertised like crazy. Like, I mean, like, God, like, that game is advertised to be so much more than it is. But yeah, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, both games are great. That's why they tied. At the end of the day, I enjoy both games equally. Like, I enjoy Warframe just as much as I do Destiny. I might have a little bit more fun on Destiny every now and then, for the simple fact more of my friends play that. I have like 16 friends who play Destiny, and I have like 3 or 4 that play Warframe. You see what I'm saying there? Like, of course, I'm probably going to have a slight bit more fun on Destiny, and that's only because it's so easy to make friends on Destiny, or it was so easy in the beginning. Like, you would get friend requests all over the place. But yeah, don't get me wrong, both games are awesome. That's all I'm going to say. I'm done talking. Please respond down below in the comments. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me if your opinion changed on like me and my views on Warframe and stuff. Just tell me what you guys have to say, pretty much. And if you enjoyed this video, which I find it kind of hard because this was definitely more of a negative type video, but if you enjoyed it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And if you didn't enjoy it, do it anyway. Like, or hit the dislike button, whichever one you like more. But anyway, thank you guys. so much for watching. I will see you guys on the next video. ZFR out, guys.